Welcome back to One of My Podcasting. We have a new word in our lexicon. So we've heard some new words out there thanks to the folks at TikTok bussin' sheesh or mix, all the things that I've talked about here on this program. Now we have cheugy, spelled Cheugy. Rolling Stone and New York Times have talked about that. We're going to go and take the story and talk about it ourselves here on the program because I'm always on top of things like this. A new era of TikTok slang is upon us, and it's fueling the intergenerational feud line. How millennials became cheugy. I haven't heard this word used in a sentence yet, but we'll work on this. So now we have the word that's called cheugy, a slang term that recently went viral after among the use of TikTok. Reported by Taylor Lorenz at the New York Times, cheugy is a term used to describe an aesthetic that is somewhere between basicness and cheesiness, or anything that seems hopelessly out of touch or trying too hard. Sounds like celebrities on TikTok are cheugy, just saying. Coined by 23-year-old Gabby Rasson while she was still a high school student, the term caught on among Zoomers on college campuses, then spread to TikTok, where there are countless videos delineating the taxonomy of cheuginess. Examples are including Neutrogena's oil-free cleansing wipes and pink grapefruit. The instant caption, "We did a thing," to boast about a recent accomplishment, raspberry-flavored vodka, and being obsessed with The Office or Friends. I hope I never get called this word because I don't like the idea of this. Now, on social media, some people have condemned the term cheugy as being misogynistic and as another way to bully women. This is misguided. Bullying is what happens when you weaponize marketers of someone's identity against them, or if you consider wearing Tory Burch sandals an integral aspect of your identity, then you probably need to take a hard look at your own privilege. Well, we used to complain about things when they were kind of just wonky or kind of just, not cool. Is that the same thing? Cheugy's just not cool. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, it's when all the kids had like nice shoes from Nike or British Knights or Fila's or whatever, and I would be wearing Pearl Wings from Payless Shoe Source. I don't know, something like that. Or wanted to wear Reeboks. We want to buy the pair of Reeboks, Mom, from Sears. They're $20 pair. It's only $20. It's Reeboks. We look cool. Don't you want us to look cool? So what is it today? Don't you want us to not be cheugy? I can't even make sense of that. Even if cheugy is relatively inoffensive, it seems targeted being a very specific cohort: white, middle-class, millennial women. Writing about cheugy for In the Know, Kelsey Weekman describes it as an encapsulation of the quote-unquote millennial girl boss aesthetic. It's just maybe the women that are in rom-coms, those are cheugy. How about that? Just saying. Students of the term basic, which betraying basic, gained traction among millennials in the early 2010s. I still think of Patrick Warburton saying, "You're a basic bitch," right? And the markers of basic bitchdom, furry boots, inspirational quotes, or Instagram, self-identifying as an iced coffee addict, and cheuginess. Part of this is to be expected no matter how much they believe otherwise. No generation ever comes up with anything new. There's the sweatshirt, biker shorts, visco girl aesthetic. After all, was clearly copped from early 90s era Princess Diana. And the internet has made it especially easy for memes to float around until they are repackaged in slightly different forms. Taylor Lorenz of the New York Times also disputes that cheuginess is defined by race, class, age, or gender. Or, in her instance, the article, she cites Barstool Sports and sneaker culture as being indisputably cheugy. What? No. I don't even know what that means. No. I mean, it's probably not just so much Barstool Sports as it is Dave Portnoy, El Presidente. Probably that's where she's trying to put her attacks towards. I'm just guessing. But I like Dave Portnoy. I think he's kind of funny. Davey Day Trader and Dirt's skinny jeans, unironic use of the term doggo, and predilection for using the crying, laughing emoji. Some of it, such as criticizing millennials for embracing lean and corporate lean in corporate feminism has been more serious. But millennials have not reacted to this particularly graciously. Some TikTok users have went so far to put out diss tracks targeting the entire younger generation, with one cringy video in particular featuring the lyrics, "Hey Gen Z, you can suck it. You can't tell me what to wear because I've been rocking the side part since you had Kermit on your underwear." That's about as bad as Gal Gadot starting off the Imagine montage with the celebrities. About as bad as that. Just saying. I'm sorry, I can't help but tell the millennials they need to go ahead. This is what it actually sounds like. As that millennials and Zoomers are actually the ones kind of going after each other overall with this story, which doesn't make sense to me, but this is what it is. This is basically the same way that people started using boomer to talk about older people, my age or older. That's what it was. Talking about Gen X and older than that, baby boomers. Okay, boomer. That's basically the same idea here. So Cheugy is the new boomer. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. So in the story, this Rolling Stones writer says that she can was it a he or she? I forget. I'm sorry, E.J. Dickinson. So I don't know if it's a guy or girl, so we're just going to have to go with it. The writer understands why other members have reacted to the mockery with such opprobrium. There's a Scrabble word. As difficult as it is for most people to come to terms with the transience of their youth, it's likely doubly difficult. This is Cheugy itself. Come on now. For many members of Gen Y, who in light of the economic hardships they faced of coming of age during a recession, probably don't feel they have much opportunity to relish their youth to begin with. I'm sorry. Why are we picking on the TikTokers? You know, the Gen Z TikTokers, I think they're great. I think they're smart. I think they have a great sense of humor. They're more entertaining than we get on television. Do you understand that? I talked about this on the program here, and I've talked about it on my Broadcasters podcast. 89 minutes. Gen Z, millennials, and younger consume TikTok over television. And I'm there with them. Because there's just so much funny, interesting, entertaining stuff. And the other thing, too, is that when they kind of say that something's out of touch, I don't care. This is where, the millennials need to go ahead and buck up, okay? They need to go ahead and take a chill pill. That's an old reference, sorry. Yeah, they need to go ahead and relax, all right? Step back and realize, it's not all about you, and quit being so soft. Because that's what you're being. Cheugy sounds like it's a word like soft. That's what it is, being soft, being sensitive. For what? What good does that do? And then one TikToker actually explained Cheugy and saying, it's okay, we all have a little Cheugy in us. Well, good. That makes sense. And then we're going to just leave it there. I just don't get where people have such a big problem about it, but there you go. Cheugy. I'd love to get your take on this, so go ahead and reach out to yours truly, King of Podcasts. Social media is all over the place, at King of Podcasts, on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Find me there. And you can also email me, kingofpodcasts@yahoo.com, or please feel free to go ahead and listen to this on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/JBRASCO951, and you can comment there. And if this conversation is good enough, I'll even go ahead and let's go ahead and continue this going on another episode. And until then, I'll talk to you next time.